So like I said, very quick. If everyone can see this, just, literally just put, hey, like, what's up, or whatever. Just put like, yeah, we see it, something like that. Just want to make sure everyone can see, and we're gonna get everything. Okay, cool. Can see. Awesome. Perfect. Like I said, this one's gonna be short. We're gonna run right through it. I'm not gonna be looking at chat. I'm about to close it right now in like 5 seconds. So, and now we begin. Okay, we're gonna make it short. Like I said, the presentation, it starts with obviously the headline. I will help you build a cold email system to book 10 to 40 appointments per month. There's no setup fees, there's no hidden fees, agency retainers, and I'm going to show you the exact infrastructure that all these people use to basically get clients, get appointments, all this stuff. And all of this is going to be done with you for free on this webinar, right? It's going to be super, super quick. So I want to present myself. First, my name's Caduce. A lot of people pronounce my name wrong. It's been like that my whole life. Vegas kid turned entrepreneur. I had no idea what I wanted to do after I graduated college. I graduated in 2022 in the summer. And basically, I packed my bags. I moved to Mexico for about 2 months. My girlfriend was there the first 10 days, and then the rest of the 50 days I was there by myself. Just, I wanted to figure out this entrepreneurship thing. And I found some problems, happened to partially solve them. And I'm currently making 50K per month with my business. And this also allowed me to live in my dream city in New York. And you can't really tell right now, but I mean, because it's 10 p.m. here, but I'm like 2 blocks away from Central Park, 2 blocks away from the Hudson River. By far the best place you can live in New York City, which has been a blessing. I don't have to worry about rent. I have freedom. I take care of my parents. Thousands of appointments generated for my clients. And my promise to you, right, is that I will show you how to build a cold email system that generates 20 to 40 calls per month. We see someone. You don't, and by the way, if you don't have a website and an offer, this won't work for you. So if you right now don't have any website or landing page where your offer is, or you don't have an offer at all, which most people come to me and they don't have an offer, this won't work because you can't really have this infrastructure and scale, emails in the way, of basically advertising yourself if you don't have anything to advertise, anything to sell, anything to fulfill on. Okay. And this works for lead gen agencies. It works for sales development representatives, recruiters, agencies. This is exactly what our demographic is. There's nothing complicated in the system. It's easy to scale, done with you on this webinar. Okay, so let's begin. Congratulations on your journey and thank you for joining. It's a pleasure. So I know you're here because you're proactive. If you resonate with that, then stay to the watch party because obviously, being in this webinar right now, some of you guys are here early, some of you guys are here late, but it's a huge thing to be here. So you should pat yourself on the back because what I'm about to share is going to be something amazing. So this presentation will be less than 45 minutes long. I go fast, so please pay attention. And I want to first show you the people that use this system and their results, because the most important thing is using the people that have actually succeeded with this system. Okay, so Dylan Andrew is one of our clients still to this day. Let me actually go back here. He sold a company for $250,000. He's literally like 28, 29 years old. He built a $1 million agency in 12 months using this exact system in his toolbox. And I want to show you his actual results. We'll get into that. Bhavesh Kumar is another YouTuber. Maybe you've heard of him, maybe not, but he has over 20,000 subscribers on YouTube and he runs a $500,000 a year solar agency using this exact same system in his toolbox again, right? And I'll show you his results as well. And you can see he made a video on it that got almost 10,000 views. It's probably at 10,000 views right now. Okay. And Steven Stepalevich, really, really young guy. I met him, I would say maybe 4 or 5 months ago, 23 years old, successful agency owner. He doubled his MRR with this system in 60 days. So I remember him being on the call and he was like super frustrated. He wanted to scale things. And, in 60 days, he comes back to me after we installed the system for him. And he's like, dude, I doubled my MRR. I haven't, ever saved this much money in my entire life. And he's just, he's on high on life right now. His first entrepreneurship, I guess you could say, journey succeeded, to what he wanted to be. And yeah, so it's pretty awesome to see that. Another one, Stephen Kravota. Maybe you've seen him actually run his ads. He also uses Inframail to this day, the same exact system, scaled and sold his TikTok agency to 150K MRR, boom, and he sold it for $1 million, okay? And he also has a SaaS that he scaled called Puff Count, which is basically to stop people vaping and stuff like that, 40K MRR using this same exact system in his toolbox as well, okay? And I want to show you the exact results. So AB is one of our clients, right? In 5 weeks, he generated 84 high intent leads, and you can see these campaign results. And I'm gonna compare this system to other outreach methods like Facebook or paid ads and things like that because I've used all of them. Okay, so you can see on 1,300 emails sent, his reply rate, he's generating opportunities, 84 high intent leads. Right? What would this do for you? And he actually closed $63,000 US dollars using this same exact cold email system, which is pretty crazy. And he actually got this invoice, right? It's pretty awesome to see that. Usually people are selling stuff for like 2, 3, 4K. And obviously, this is not his fulfillment. He was actually doing lead gen for another client. So it's pretty amazing to see. Again, Steven, right? He generated, this is the one that actually sold his TikTok agency to $1 million. He generated 563 opportunities within 6 months, $2.7 million in opportunities generated. You could see 92,000 emails sent with 4.2% reply rate. This is crazy, crazy stuff, right? You're not going to ever see this. This is Dylan Andrew, the one that sold, his company for 250K. And you can see here 60% open rate, 7.7% reply rate, 22 opportunities generated, worth $22,000. And this is just one of the tweets that he tweeted. Chalk 3K closed from the Inframail gang, delivering like a boss. Okay. So again, Steven Stepp, this is the 23-year-old, 3.9%, 2.3% reply rates. He's generating hundreds of replies, 49 opportunities, 44 opportunities. This is exactly why he doubled his MRR in 60 days, right? So we're going to go over 4 topics. This is why it's going to go very, very quickly. Okay. So the number one thing is the infrastructure to send 1,000+ cold emails per day or more in 2024 and beyond, and where to find thousands of leads to email. Because a lot of people say, hey, well, if I have this system, where do I get the leads? Where do I get the people I want to email? Are they going to be targeted? We're going to get right into that. And I'm going to show you 2 pivotal softwares that you need as well. Hosting platform to send and receive emails. It's kind of like having, a phone service. But, if you live in the US, the one that we use is like T-Mobile, AT&T. You need to have a hosting platform for emails and servers, email servers, to be able to send and receive emails. Okay. And then you have your email sending platform, which is what I showed you here. When people are basically showing you their reply rates, the opportunities generated, the email sent, you're going to need a sending platform. Okay. And then the 4th thing that we're going to discuss is the part of installing the growth system into your business to book 20 to 40 appointments per month. Right. And I myself have literally booked 1,000 appointments last year. Okay. It's actually 1,100. Give or take 200 of them were probably, internal meetings or whatever. Definitely booked at least 800 to 900. This is the way that we've done it for our business. Okay. So I want to give you a kind of a breakdown, and I don't want to go too deeply into this specifically, but I've tried cold email. I've tried paid ads. I'm still doing paid ads. I've done cold outreach. I've done content. I've done cold calling, right? And I will tell you that cold email is definitely the most cost efficient. It's the most affordable, right? It's very, very scalable. So once you actually have everything going and you're sending thousands of emails per day, it's very, very easy to keep scaling that up. And the lead targeting is also very, very high. It's very easy to find the dream, the dream leads that you want to email to, and the time and energy needed to run the system is very low. Okay, give me 1 second here. Like I said, guys, I'm sick. I'm sorry. I got to do this to you guys. Okay. So getting into that, and I kind of break down exactly the issues with some of them. So paid ads, obviously a very high cost. We're spending over $6,000 a month on ads. That's not even including the retainers that we spend for the agencies that we work with. Cold outreach, very hard to scale. You can only do like 50 per day. Content, or 50 messages per day. With content, it's also very hard. You have to have different ideas, the producing content, the creative process behind it. Cold calling also is extremely difficult. You're dialing people one by one, right? And it's super, super hard. So if you stay until the end, you get 3 special things, and I'm going to tell you what they are. A full cold email crash course. This is a $997 value, 13 modules, short and to the point. Everyone has been telling me, oh, dude, like this has been amazing. I've actually given it to, over 400 people at this point. There's 2 modules specifically in there that people really, really like. And it's how to get testimonials without having any clients. I actually did a presentation on this for another coaching program, and they were like, dude, this is crazy stuff that you just gave us right here. Some crazy sauce. And the second thing is how to record a 2-minute VSL that books up to 75 meetings a month, right? And because I did that myself, right? And the 2-minute VSL is what took us to 50K MRR. Very short VSL. I give you the exact structure. I also give you the VSL that we still use to this day. So I'm not even hiding anything, right? Now, number 2, right? And I want to actually show you that this is actually what I talked about earlier, the one VSL that booked me over 1,000 appointments, right? In the first year, right? So 1,100 events created, right? 794, completed events. Mind you, of course, there is the metrics of like the show up rate, etc. But at the end of the day, this year is what grew our business to 50K MRR. Okay. So I just want to put that out there. Number 2 is the secret lead scraping tool that less than 150 people use, that I still use to this day. It's untouched leads to sell to, because where you get your leads definitely matters a lot. If you go to a lead database where everyone's scraping the leads, everyone's emailing those people, then you're not going to get those, the results that you want, because everyone's getting hit with the same emails from different people. it's just not going to work. You're going to get insane reply rates using this tool because, like I said, it's untouched leads. No one's emailing to these people, and overall, you're going to get better clients, right? Because these emails are very niche, very hard to find. Okay, and I'm going to talk about that in this webinar. So number 3, I'm going to also give you a link to purchase a 3 months, 9 months free deal for a secret email sending platform that's going viral right now. And I'm actually in a group chat with the founders as well. I'm not associated with them in any way. People ask, hey, are you one of the founders? Whatever. I'm not, but they helped us grow our company in the past. And so I just wanted to give them the due diligence. So yeah, this right now is close to the public for this 3 months, 9 months free deal, and it will be $99 per month after forever. It's this AI powered email sending platform that you've never seen, that the market in general has never seen. So we'll get into that. So the system we use to help scale 800 plus businesses, by the way, agencies charge $1,500 to $5,000 to set up this system, and it happens to this day. Okay. So this same exact system, they run ads for it. They sell people 2, 3, 4, 5K of this infrastructure, and they still have to send the emails, write the copy, do all this stuff. So I just want to give you this infrastructure, show you how to do it, done with you on this webinar for completely free. Okay. And on top of that, those agencies, by the way, that are, charging you $1,500 to 5K for this kind of infrastructure, they charge you $200 to $300 $200 to $300 per call to get the appointments for you using that same infrastructure. So they'll be like, hey, we'll build you this system for, let's say, 3K, right? And then on top of that, every call that we book you, we're going to charge you $200, $300 per call. So that's not even a closed deal, by the way. So for 10 calls that they book on your calendar, you're paying 3K, another 3K for that, right? So this system, you can basically build yourself, right? All you're doing is paying for your own softwares, your own domains. And then you don't have to pay anyone when you book a ton of appointments. I didn't pay anyone when I booked all my appointments, right? So the biggest companies in the world use the same system, Microsoft, Google, Disney, except not to the way that it's supposed to be used, okay? SDRs are basically, sales development representatives. They sell things for these huge enterprise companies. They get paid 60 to 80K a year to do 1/50th of the output you can do with this method. Right. So with this method that I'm about to show you, you could do the output of 50 SDRs that are all getting paid each 60 to 80K a year. Okay. And they get paid 60 to 80K a year to send 50 emails per day. So each of them, 100 of them are getting paid, and I've talked to a bunch of them. That's why I'm saying this, $60,000 a year, let's say at the minimum, they're getting paid to send 50 emails per day, 250 per week. And you're about to be able to do thousands per day, which is the output of tens of SDRs, even hundreds of SDRs if you scale it to that point. Right. And this is how, the enterprise companies get clients, is through SDRs. Right. And you will learn how to do the output of 50 SDRs with just the input of one person at the end of this. That's what's so cool about this. Right. And this is what I call the black box method. Again, this is just a name that I slapped on it. Right. Number one, not many people do it. Right. Number two, it's very hard to do unless you use this automated system. Right. And number three, it's also very expensive to do unless you use the 2 softwares that I give you. Okay. So how to send 1,000 cold emails per day with automated setup, automated sending, no upfront fees, agency retainers, or VAs. Okay, let's get started on this. And maybe I'll go through chat right now real quick. So, yep, DT, he says, this is Reach Inbox, correct? This is Reach Inbox. I'm all in with this. I know the power of email. And then Harry Price, I think the biggest thing is compliance plus deliverability, which I assume you'll address. Yeah. So I'm going to address all of that. I mean, the deliverability and everything like that, I will discuss later on, but you could see the results that the people got before. This is number one, 100% compliant. I just want to let you know right now, there is ways that you can be non-compliant with the way that you're sending. So if you're obviously not, opting out people when you send them an email, they're saying, hey, stop, and you keep sending them emails, we can't control that, right? But we can tell you exactly how to actually properly run the system, right? And DT, the lifetime deal and the warm-up run the domains. Yeah, this one, I mean, I think we have to take this up with them. Right now they have I think over 1,000 people on their platform. I'm sorry to hear about that. This is something that we use in-house. So we can address that issue, but they're doing really well at the moment. But apologies for your experience. So I want to get right into the actual black box infrastructure. Okay. So with the cold email sending, this is the exact blueprint of the way that it works. Okay. So you have your main domain. So let's say, for your example, your main domain is Gatorade. Let's say you own the company Gatorade in whatever world that we live in. Okay. In theory, Gatorade.com. So you get variations of your main domain. So you'll get GatoradeRed.com, GatoradeBlue.com, Gatorade Yellow, Gatorade Scale, etc. And then you'll also create 3 email addresses per each of these domains. So Gatorade Red will have 3 email addresses, meaning you'll have, let's say, for example, john@GatoradeRed.com, john.b@Gatorade.com, GatoradeRed.com, john.c@GatoradeRed.com. right? And these email addresses connect to an email server, okay? And this email server is what's able to send and receive emails on your behalf. Really amazing deliverability. They're using, we're using Microsoft IPs, okay? And then you connect this to an email sending platform. And this email sending platform is what does the warm up, what does the actual automated sending, where you can see the reply rates. You could track all of that, with everything in that platform. So there's a bunch of them, and I'm going to get into that in the next slide. So in that platform, you warm up emails. Warm up emails is basically, I mean, a lot of you guys might know this in the chat from the question that you guys are asking, but if you don't know what it is, warming up is basically, it'll send and receive emails on your behalf. You put your email address in an AI warm up pool, and it will send and receive emails on your behalf to make it look like, a human is using it. So then you're able to send cold emails after. Because if you send cold emails without warm up, it's not going to be something that you're able to do, because you're going to end up landing in spam. It doesn't seem like a human has used it. So that's why warm up is kind of the way to bypass that. And then you import your hyper-targeted leads. Obviously, there's many lead providers out there. I have a whole list of them depending on your niche. So a specific niche is good for a specific lead database. Not all lead databases work for all niches, right? And then you start sending thousands of emails per day. Pretty simple stuff. And so this is the example of the email infrastructure. So if I have xagency.com, I have X Agency Go, X Agency High, X Agency here, and then I have John.Smith, John.S at all of these company email addresses. So in total, I have 3 times 5, which is 15. Same infrastructure, you connect it to these email servers, you connect it to a sending platform, you warm them up for 2 to 3 weeks, and then you import your hyper-targeted leads, and then you start sending thousands of emails per day. Simple, right? But wait, where am I going to get thousands of leads to email? So this is a question that a lot of people ask, and this also, I go into it deeply in the actual cold email course that you're getting for free when you stay till the end. So, and I'll actually give you everything here. So lead databases are based on niche. Local businesses, this is just something that I recommend. Local businesses, outscraper.com. You'll get a bunch of local businesses in your area. So it's local to you. Okay, so if I live in the middle of, for example, Texas, right, then I can, if I live in Houston, for example, I can, target all of the, let's say, car dealerships around that area through, Outscraper, for example, or some sort of small brick and mortar business around that area. So as far as B2B in general, just, let's say services, agencies, et cetera, you can find them on instantly.ai. They're verified leads. Ecom, storeleads.io, SaaS, crunchbase.com. This is for software, right? It depends, like I said, on your offer. And then you have a secret database, which is, I kind of left it blank here, but you'll wait till the end and we'll talk about it. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. And you will get a full course and doc at the end of the webinar, okay? So quick tutorial. I want to show you how easy it is to actually get leads. Okay, so this is a short video that I made just to kind of show you how you can get hyper-targeted leads. So you can actually go get the exact CEO that you want, or the exact role, CEO, CFO, CMO, whatever, right? The location that you want them, because I see a lot of you guys are in Malaysia, for example, right? So, excuse me again. You can go and target that location in Malaysia. You can target that location in virtually wherever you live, okay? And then you can pick the industry, very specific, again, very hyper-targeted, the niche that you're in. This is not just random people in real estate, people in manufacturing, people in IT services, people in, whatever niche that you're serving, right? And you can pick the headcount of the company, the revenue that the company is doing. So it's pretty amazing stuff here, right? And you have here the role, right? And I just want to quickly go over this, right? The role, okay, the company name, the email, the phone number, the location, and their first and last name. And you also get their LinkedIn on top of that, right? So you're getting some pretty amazing lead database, some lead database stuff in here. Let me exit out of this real quick. Let's go back to presentation mode. Oops. It's hard having this little thing in the Zoom thing in the middle here. Okay, cool. So present. So yeah, you see the tutorial of how easy it is to use. Very simple, okay? So I'm going to talk about the software apps. Okay, you only need 2 software applications to run this whole system. Very simple. Inframail.io. And some people have asked in the chat, right? It's used for email hosting. We have automated setup. And I'll kind of explain that when you use something like Google or Outlook, they're great platforms. Of course, they're the biggest companies in the world. They've been, on top for, decades, right? But the setup for emails takes a very long time. And for someone that's a beginner or even intermediate, it could take 15, 20 minutes per inbox, and you need like 20, 30, 40, 50 inboxes, right? So you need to have automated setup so you save yourself some time. On top of that, Inframail, right, has Microsoft servers with great deliverability, kind of like using T-Mobile or AT&T for your phone service. So if you cut off your connection, obviously for T-Mobile or AT&T, for the guys in Malaysia, I'm sorry, excuse, maybe you guys don't know what T-Mobile or AT&T are, maybe you do, but basically whatever the phone service is in your area, if you cancel, obviously your T-Mobile, you still have your phone, but you're not going to be able to call people, you're not going to be able to text people, whatever. So this is the same thing, right? It's like, think of it as your server, your host, your service for emails. We have support 7 days a week, 16 hours a day. Okay. And I want to quickly go over Inframail compared to Google, Zoho, Outlook, for example. None of them really allow cold email, right? But you could say Google and Outlook, they know that it's there, but they're not going to forbid it to the point where they're not going to, they say, hey, we don't allow it at all. People still bypass the system, right? Zoho actually just banned a bunch of people that do it, very quickly. It happened like about 6 to 8 months ago. Quick domain purchases with Inframail, one-click mailbox creation, really good deliverability, same as these others, right? Unlimited mailboxes, which is a key thing here, right? When you're trying to send a bunch of emails, let's say you have 200 mailboxes, with Google Outlook, you're paying, a bunch of money. So let's say $6 per account on Google, 200 times 6, you pay $1,200 a month, right? With Inframail, you're paying $99, and we'll kind of get into that, right? The send limit is still the same per inbox. Automatic setup, which is the SPF, DKIM, and DMARC are things that you need to set up so you don't land in spam, okay? And then you have the dedicated IP infrastructure, which is Inframail as well, which none of the other platforms use, right? And then also Inframail integrates with the cold email sending tools. So it integrates with that whole system that I told you where you can actually send your campaigns and, see the reply rates and do the warm up. We integrate, perfectly with that, right? Excuse me again. So 100 sending inboxes with Google is going to cost you $6 per inbox, $600 per month, right? With Outlook, it's $5 per inbox, $500 per month. With Inframail, it's $99 per month for unlimited inboxes. So it's a crazy deal, okay? So 100 inboxes, email inboxes, the setup time, it's about 15 minutes per inbox for 100 inboxes with Google. And it's about 20 minutes, it's a little bit longer with Outlook, okay? With Inframail, it's literally 0.1 seconds. You're spinning up 15, 20, 60 inboxes quickly within minutes, right? You're spinning them up under 3 minutes in total, right? So each inbox, it's like, knots of a second, okay? And so this is exactly what Inframail looks like. Okay, you buy domains straight from the platform. Like I said, you need to have variations of your domains. It goes through the whole setup process for you, and then you can export the file to your favorite email sending platform. And we'll get to your questions at the end. Like I said, I don't see chat right now, so apologies if you have questions. Drop them in the chat, and then after we'll do the Q&A. Okay. And the next software I'm about to show you is going viral, and not many people know about it, right? It's starting to kind of pick up right now. But if you don't get it now, the software will be more expensive to run in the future, okay? Stay till the end because during this watch party, I will give you a link to get this crazy deal. So you pay for 3 months and you get 9 for free. When everyone is paying $99 per month to use this AI-powered software in the future, you'll get 9 months for free. And it saves you $900 per year just being in this watch party. So reachinbox.ai, it's used for email sending, 3 months, gets 9 months free. Okay, it's the deal. Unlimited warm-up, bulk upload lead list, track open rates and reply rates. This is kind of the when I showed you in the beginning of all the results of the people that have used this exact system, where you see the open rates and the reply rates and how much, opportunities they've generated. This is the tool that you would use for that. Okay. So what I really like about this tool is you get 3 months. Like I said, 3 months, you get 9 for free. The other ones are 94 bucks per month, instantly 97 bucks per month. Smartly and instantly are leaders. They're market leaders. They're really good softwares, but the deal is just too good with this one, right? And they have a lot of funding, millions of dollars in funding. So if you want to get on this train early, right, this is the way to do it. Unlimited email warm-up. They offer everything. Bulk upload all of your emails into the platform. If you have 100, you just bulk uploaded it in there, right? You check your open rates. You have a built-in master inbox. So what this means is, when you're getting a bunch of replies, right? All of the 100 inboxes are going to have different replies coming from different places, but you get all of your replies in one place. You don't have to check 100 different emails. You get it all in one place. Okay. This one's also AI powered, so it'll write your cold emails for you and do a really, really good job. Keep it short, keep it sweet, because you don't want a long email. That just kills results. Right, and you have that AI writer in there too, which the other ones don't offer. So this is exactly what it looks like, right? You see the open rate, click-through rate, reply rate. This is just the platform, what it looks like. It's really beautiful, okay? Excuse me again while I wipe. my nose and I don't sneeze everywhere. Okay. So there's only 4 steps to install this growth system. There's only 4 steps. Number one, you sign up for Inframail after this webinar. We will automate the email setup process for free. Number three, you take your email inboxes over to Reach Inbox, excuse me. Number four, you warm up the email inboxes for 2 weeks. And then number five, you go over the free course during those 2 weeks because people are going to be like, well, I need to get this ready and that ready and this ready, right? But the warm up takes 2 weeks. So within those 2 weeks, if you're able to diligently get the leads that you need and write the copy and figure out your offer and all these things, then in 2 weeks you'll have everything ready, and then you'll start sending. Okay. So during that time, you want to go over the free course. The course is literally an hour and 20 minutes long, right? It's video and also writing hybrid. It's very, very easy to go through, and it gives you everything from A to Z. I'm sure this is one of the best free cold email courses out there, no question, without a doubt. It goes through everything for you. Okay. Like I said, this requires you to be proactive. So this is the same thing that I hear is like the 2 weeks, warm up is there, but people are saying, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. It's like that's fine, but the 2 weeks is already more than enough time to gather the things that you need. It's actually virtually should take you no more than 2 to 3 days, right? But people just prolong making the website, which is the least important stuff. Outreach is the most important thing, right? And getting the infrastructure set up to do outreach. Okay. People want to like sell something, right? What's weird to me that people want to sell something that they just made it up. They just want to like create something. They don't even know what they're selling. And they're just like, well, I'm going to build something to sell something. You have to go and sell first, and then you build something after you sell it, right? So you already know how to install the growth system now. Kind of went through that Inframail, Reach Inbox, getting everything, ready, warmed up, etc. It's just about dialing it all in, which is what the course is for. Because this course, obviously, I can't go through everything in here, but I just want to give you what I have right here. 3 steps to take, right? You sign up for these 2 softwares, right? And then you have the cold email crash course that we're going to send to you after this webinar. Okay. It goes over what is cold email. It talks about compliance, by the way. Harry, I know you asked about that. It talks about compliance, right? Mindset module. This is by far the best. There's something really cool in there that the CIA actually talks about. It's called patterning. Some crazy stuff. Changed my life, quite literally. Appointment setting goals, how to create your inboxes, how to warm up, how to get testimonials without getting clients, how to record a punchy VSL that books meetings. The same one I put in there in that module that took us to 50K MRR, and it's going to take us well over $1 million in the next 3 to 4 months. Okay. How to build a landing page, LinkedIn optimization, how to write email copy that converts, how to scrape unlimited leads for cold email, how to set up your first campaign, inbox management, everything. Okay. And then number 3 is send emails and make money. And also, I promise to tell you the legendary data scraping tool that less than 150 people use. This will skyrocket the reply rates for your cold email campaigns, and it's called Tweet Scraper, right? I'm a heavy advocate for Marco. He's a young guy, 22, I believe 22 years old, 23 years old. He built this software, right? A very unique idea. It actually scrapes Twitter followers. It's a crazy, crazy idea because usually lead databases, everyone has a hold of the same emails, right? Whether it's from LinkedIn or whatever, nobody really grabs emails from Twitter because it's not really a professional environment. But there's people that position themselves in a business manner on Twitter. You could get that email and nobody's emailed that email. Or at least very few people have. I remember the first campaign that I ran with Tweet Scraper, it got 25.1% reply rates, which is by far unheard of for a cold email campaign. Anything from 1 to 5 is really, really good, right? But 25% is insane. So you put in, for example, let's say Grant Cardone, you're looking for real estate investors. There's probably a lot of real estate investors that follow Grant Cardone. So you go over to Grant Cardone's Twitter, right? You use this tool to scrape his followers with the keyword in that bio that says investor, real estate investor. And now you have a bunch of investors in there. Super, super easy. Okay. Now tweetscraper.io gets you untouched data, right? Because nobody is scraping Twitter. Like I said, 3 steps to take. You sign up for Inframail, you sign up for Reach Inbox. You go through the crash course within those 2 weeks when you're warming up these emails from Inframail into Reach Inbox. When you're warming them up using Reach Inbox, you review this course, and then you send emails and make more money, right? So sign up and get it all ready. You'll be warming up inboxes for 2 weeks anyway. And during that time, you go through the course, you get your leads, you refine your offer, okay? And then you're good to go. So I'm going to have a Q&A right now. So this is the end of the webinar. I think we were, let me see what time, what's the time, 10:40. So yeah, we started 10:10. Yeah, exactly. 30 minutes. Nailed it. 30 minutes. So I'm going to close this up real quick and we're going to go over to the questions. Yo, just realized I didn't film my outro. So if you like the video, subscribe, and click the link below if you're interested in the cold email crash course. It's completely free, requires no opt-in. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll answer them as best as I can. If you're interested in the Q&A that happened at the end of this webinar, then definitely I can re-upload it or something. Just let me know in the comments below. But anyways, peace out. I hope you use this wisely and make a lot of money. See ya.